Welcome back to another episode of Whatnot Garage. Today we're going to be doing some small rust repair. We're going to start on the doors, just kind of get the things going. We're going to kind of do like miscellaneous things today. I want to try to tackle both doors today. Eventually we'll make our way to the lip on top of the cab. Just kind of break things up. Probably be removing that balance that I made on the bottom, just to kind of keep progress going. For those who are just starting to watch, we're working on this 69 C10, all original, inline 6, 3 on the tree, rear end's original. All we do is lower it. Just go over some things that I want to do. These marker lights, I don't know if I'm going to delete them or not. I may just buy some new ones, but these tail lights I want to change. I actually want to take these out. I'm probably gonna end up taking metal and filling this whole piece in, and then I got some lights that I found that has the actual reverse and blinkers and brake lights, so it's gonna be like an oval light. So I want to try to get this. I'm still gonna have the curvature of the truck, but it's gonna be flat, and then I'm gonna try to reset where that light's gonna go in, where it's gonna be cut out in the middle where that light sits in. You can still take it out, service the lights and everything like that. I just want to change them. Like I said, I want this truck to be custom as to my liking. Like I said, bumpers are going to be tucked. I'll try to fix this tailgate as much as I can, but I want to try to keep the tailgate. Maybe get some new trim to put here on the bottom. But today, we're going to be tackling these doors here. Let me get y'all off the stand. You see right here, it's got the hole right there. So we're trying to cut that out. Also, it's on the same side. I guess it's one of these things that C10s have. But eventually we're going to probably Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to try to get the bed off. That way we can kind of look at the frame and do any type of repair work on the bed that we need to get done. But there's the other one right there. It's been kind of hard. I'm trying to cut a square out here and just replace that. It goes all the way through, so I'm gonna end up welding on the front and welding on the back. So I'm gonna get everything set up. We'll get it grinded, and then we'll get some metal cut for it. That way we can start doing this welding and see how good it comes out. Like I said, we're gonna learn this together. Get this grinding party started. Like I said, I don't know how bad this rust is gonna be. Try to get this knocked out. Not too bad. I want to kind of keep that lip. I don't want to get rid of that lip. See, it's kind of rusted on the inside too. That's probably end up getting some primer. Then you get to the other side, go see what the other door side looks like. So, that being said, let's go to the other side. I don't know why this cord don't stick, but it is what it is. And with the inside part of that door, I'm not really worried about it. I can always just lay metal inside, and because the way I got the rocker set up, it should be all right. It'll still lay flat against the rocker. Maybe a little bit worse than the other side, but a lot of it's surface rust, so like I said, we're gonna repair it first, and then we can always come here and buff all this out. Pretty good too. So I'll get some measurements, draw some squares out, and then we'll cut some pieces. Like I said, the inside lip I'm probably going to overlap it with some metal. Like I said, it's going to sit good. Outside you want it flush, that way your byline stays straight. So we'll get started on that real quick. All right, so as you can see, I cut this square out. I already put some primer inside the door. All I did was trace out the metal that I cut. If you cut it straight enough to where you mark it out, it should fit right in the hole, like so. Now this door is not flat, it actually curves a little bit. So I use my dolly and my hammer to kind of curve it a little bit. So what I'm gonna end up doing is, I'm gonna end up tacking it in place to where it's straight from the top, and then kind of work my way down to the bottom. But you wanna make sure it all fits right, because if it's not right, then it's gonna overlap like that. So whenever you try to curve something or bend something, it stretches the metal. So see how it wants to flex? So I'm gonna try to get it tacked to where it's smooth, even with everything else. Then you can kind of work it into place like that. It's gonna move into place. So let me get the weld and everything set up, and then we'll start tacking. All right, you can see I use my small magnet to kind of hold it in place. I don't really care for the big triangle magnets because I don't find they stick very well. So I use my small magnet there to kind of just hold it in place so I can tack it. And what we'll do is you want to just keep going around and around and around. Make sure, see how that's flush? That's flush right there. We'll put a tack right there. Just to hold it in place. And even if you overlap a little bit like this, you can take your cutting wheel and just cut that out to where it's flush. Now you want to take your time with your welding, because you don't want to weld too much and this metal starts to warp. Then you can't get it back out. Once it warps, it's warped. Then you have to try to, I mean, I got room in the back where I can kind of hammer it where I need it to be. I'll try to take some of that off right there so I can get that in. Like I said, get a little too much, just take some off. Alright, so I just get my hammer. I'm gonna take some off the bottom too. So now I can move. Ooh. Like I said, just take your time. Like I said, I'm not an expert on this. You can kind of see where it needs to be worked into place. Take some more off of that. And don't be afraid of it, because you can still always any spot where it's low or high, you're gonna have high and low spots no matter what. But you just want to try to get as close as you can. That way you get a lot of that metal in there. I say, just take your time, tack here, tack there, move around. You don't want the metal getting too hot. Cause a warp. Like I said, anything that you mess up, you can always fill a body filler. The body's not going to be straight unless you're a professional. So tack, tack, tack. And don't burn holes through like I just did. right. So what I'm gonna do is let that cool a little bit. I'm gonna cut the back piece, see if I can get that piece started. Let that cool while I'm doing the other piece. Actually, what I should do, probably just grind that, see what it looks like. So as I can see, it's a work in progress. You take it, you grind it, you weld it, you grind it, you weld it, you grind it. It's warm. So I'm gonna let it cool for a little bit. You can see I got gaps and all of here I gotta fill in. It kind of blew out, but we'll work through it. This side came up really good. This side came up really good. So like I said, it's pretty flush. Like I said, any imperfections you can always, when you put your body filler on there, it's gonna come out right. So I'm gonna take my time to get this to fill in. I got some tricks to do all that, to fill us in, and then I'll show you what the finished product is. So as you can see, I finished up the side here. You still kind of see a little bit of the spot welding and stuff like that, but like I said, this does have like a little bit of a bow in it. Like I said, the metal's gonna warp if you get it too hot, which I probably did. I can kind of tap this in. Actually, this part here, I think I tapped out, so I can tap that back in. Knock this back in, all that down with my hammer and dolly. Knock all this back in, and actually it's going to close in pretty good because I'm going to be cutting this out, put the cab corners. But I mean, all this here. Don't worry about that. This is a spot from the paint. All this was a hole. So I mean, it came out good. Like I said, I'm going to end up putting body filler because the whole truck's not really smooth. I mean, there's no dents really in it, but body filler, gonna block it. All this will be nice and straight. I'm gonna take this in a little more, this door. I think I need to take that. I think I need to take that rocker and knock that rocker in a little bit more on the top to kind of get it to sit straight. But yeah, take your time, and I mean, I'll just put a fingernail mark. It don't matter. I just want to keep it from rusting. So. We'll get back on another day. I gotta work this weekend, so it'll be a few days before I get to record again. But until then, we'll see you on the next go around. Well, Mother Liquors. Well, it's another day at Welding Garage. We're gonna continue working on the doors. It's raining. It's probably gonna be loud in the video, and I'm sorry. There's no way I can stop this. I need to get some content out, and the way that everything's going, I need to continue on the truck. So this video here is probably gonna be a short video, just preparing the doors. I'm gonna try to get this driver door finished on the inside. I'll show you what I did just a second ago because the storm was way too loud. That wouldn't hurt anything. Y'all have been killing me with comments about insulating the shop because of the rain. So we're gonna try to get this door here shut, and then we'll go to the other side and do the same repairs we did with this one. And it's probably gonna be it for a video this time. Like I said, because of the weather and everything, I was gonna have a bad storm coming through Louisiana, Mississippi, and all that stuff like that. So that being said, I'm gonna show you what I did. I came to the inside the door here, this corner. You know, we welded the outside. You can see it's actually really solid. You see the actual weld penetrated. So what I did was this spot here, I'm gonna end up putting patching that up. I took some tape, just laid it on there. It's literally gonna be like this. So I just marked out with tape and then just traced my pattern out. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this on my new table. Hopefully not burn the shop down, which is raining, so it may help keep the flames down. So we'll get this cut out. I'm gonna keep this template because we may have to use it on the other side. Like I said, I'm sorry about the rain. I'm gonna try to get this done as soon as possible and hopefully get y'all some content on the new truck soon. All right, so let's get this thing cut up and not hurt ourselves in the process. Probably helps if you plug it in. The Bluetooth adapter sometimes don't work. Let's try that one. Say what you say about Welding World. But them cutting discs cut quick. Cut with the quickness. Now, put that there. So what we'll do is we'll take the old flap attack and we'll smooth out the edges. And then I know it's funny to see me do all this with welding gloves on. I gotta go buy me some new leather ones. But I figure, hey, well, I keep changing gloves now, you use one pair. But the smaller, the smaller leather gloves would help a lot. And don't try to cut your fingers off. I know what some of y'all are thinking. Why don't you just use this? I mean, it's sitting right there. I could. 100% could have. Why? I don't know. Because I had that motherfucker in hand. So I use that. So, I'm gonna go ahead and swap this around. This. We get everything set up and I'll bring it down there. So as y'all can see, I got the ground holding it up right now. I mean, it fits pretty dang good. I'm gonna weld it against the seam here, weld it here, weld it there. Like I said, and I don't necessarily need to weld the entire thing because I can seam seal this too. This is just spot rust, so it's gonna be grinded. All that door is gonna be grinded. But I want to patch this here, that way it has an extra plate back here so it doesn't rust away like the other one did. It just sucks, dude. So, that being said, we're gonna throw some tacks on there. We'll probably go to the other side and cut that other door out because you want to tack, let it cool, tack, let it cool, because you don't want to, like I said, warp the metal, but you really ain't gonna see the inside of it. But I still like to continue that practice of just move around. That way you don't have to worry about the metal warping. I wish I was outside. There's really ain't a lot of room here. You don't see that? Can you see it? Can you? I can't. Hopefully. Keep that door from closing on me. While I'm trying to do a weld. Alright. Fire up some electrodes. Going hot. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Now we got something. Maybe she just needs to wake up. Get that off there. Thank you very much. Now we're going hot. Or not. There we go. That'd be a little too hot. What I gotta throw this? Way too hot. Something's on fire. Told you we would catch something on fire today. What is on fire? Catch the wood on fire? Fun fact, kids. Wood is flammable. Like I said, I want to tack this in. I mean, I could just seam seal this as it is. Just grind it, seam seal it, prime it, and it'll be fine. But I don't want to keep welding and welding and welding, and then it won't sit flat against there. I still gotta put that little barb in there for the door. So we're gonna go to the other side and see if we can cut that square out over there. Now I'm causing another fire. Actually, we got the old flap attack. Let me look at this thing real quick. While we got the flap attack here. Let me get the other typical plug in. Alright. Okay. Right there. See if we can catch something else on fire. Open up the truck, because the gas tank is right there. Remember, everybody, I'm a genius. Ugh. There we go. All right, so let's. All right, like I said, sorry about the rain. No apologize. Anyway, let's get to work. So I cut me out square. Yeah, I didn't have to cut this high, but the integrity of the door is literally right here, where its inseam comes up, and that would give me something to put this plate against and back it up, so I came up higher. So I'm just gonna cut, I didn't draw a line at the bottom, I'm just gonna kind of freehand the bottom lines. And I wanna cut down to the lip, which I can, but I don't wanna have to bend it and then break it. So I'm gonna cut this out, and then we'll go over there and measure it out. Good news is the piece that I cut for the other side is gonna fit the inside the door. Even though it has a little bit more metal missing, the length of what I made is gonna cover that hole, which the hole's gonna be gone anyway because it's gonna be all new metal. So let's back you up a little bit, because I don't need y'all getting all messed up. Walmart cutoff wheel, awesome. Got my free hand there. And there you go. Now, all we gotta do is transfer it over there to the metal, cut this thing out, and get it put on the truck. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut both pieces out and get it over there. Actually, not bad, not bad. It's gonna be awesome. Gotta mark out which is the cut. Got these two pieces cut out. That one. It says on this bench run. I'm gonna try to spin this around and see what it's all about. It was donated to What Now Garage, by the way. Appreciation. Push one of these pieces of touching, then we're gonna turn it on it, so we don't grab nothing. Don't grab nothing. First of all, let's give her a little pluggy plug. See how she does it does. I don't even know what's going on. Tight fit. Tight fit. I'll make sure you fit tight, that's for sure. That shit out of the way. Like always, I'm gonna wear a face shield when I'm using it. I got too much junk in my shop. Too much junk in my shop. We're gonna spin this little lovely thing sideways. So we got all the room in the world to work with. I don't even know if y'all can see. Can y'all see? We can see? That's fancy. As the other people say, that's bougie. Pretty fancy. I will give it that. Alright. Oh, this motherfucker spinning. I'm gonna look at this little cleanup action on this thing. Ooh, that was hot. I will say, once I get it out the way, that's a pretty little handy tool. I used to use them all the time on the boats. When I say all the time, I was making all kinds of stupid stuff. Like I said, I'm not a fabricator, but I made some dumb stuff on the boats. That, I don't know if y'all can see that, but that looks like money to me. And that good money, that good. That old good. So I test fitted the metal, it's gonna fit right. I'm gonna show y'all that I'm definitely an idiot. But if you use what you have, are you really an idiot? So my buddy had these drums. I know, look at these things. I ain't throwing no names out there, KJ. But anyway, that truck has a little bit of a curve to it. Like I said, so let me put y'all back over here. I don't know if y'all can see me or not from over there. Y'all see me? Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna try to turn it to where y'all can see me. So the door has a curve. So it ain't much of a curve, but it is one. I know what I need. Remember, boys and girls, tip of the day is fire is hot. So, most of these people are gonna think, well, he's gonna grab that with his hand after he done told it that it was hot. No, I ain't. No, I ain't. Out your freaking mind. Out your freaking mind. I'm gonna slide this bad boy at the edge of my table. Get the metal out the way. Slide that bad boy right there and just go. Give it a little bath. So now, I don't know if y'all can see that. Now it has that little bow in it. So now we better put that back in the door. It should curve with the door. So we'll come back over here. We'll get everything back set up. Yeah, quit raining for a second. Don't worry about that thing in the background. We'll get to him later. So, y'all just hang out while I get everything set up. Like I said, got too much crap in the shop. Be right back. So as you can see, I turned the heat down on the welder. As you can see, the piece fits pretty well. All we do now is just tack, and get rid of this piece of wire. There we go. Don't worry about that, y'all. It'll be alright. Like I said, you want to make it sure it's level. And your welder's working. Let's see what's going on with this piece of shit. Alright, let's try this one more again. Wire got jammed in there, so even though you're not supposed to, I went to a bigger tip. That's what she said. But where's he going? Push that a little, push it out. Well, that's about. That sizzling you're hearing is the water under my welder. Yeah, the bad thing about putting a bigger tip on there is that the wire isn't very much controlled. The hole is bigger for the wire to go through. But I'm tired of fighting the wire. It keeps getting clogged. I don't know why. Move it down. So now, while that's doing that, I'm gonna grab that piece of metal right there and put it on the back side of the door. Start tacking it, and then we'll slowly just go around and around and around. You spin and continue our saga of welding. Like I said, this is just so we can get primer on it. This is not for the body work itself right now because we're still gonna do some filler. I just want to put this back here to have something strong just for it to stand on and hang on to. Bring out back something on the lens getting burnt up on a brand new camera. I think the wire might come out too fast, so let's slow it down. There we go. What are you doing now? Now. Too hot. I'll turn it all the way down. Oh, you piece of junk. Close that. What's up? Like I said, don't be in a hurry to do all this. We got a lot of rain coming today and tomorrow. I'm trying to get y'all some out. That's hot, very hot content. Just to keep the channel growing and going. I think I'm on fire. I got to smell my pants burning. Yeah, I smell it, and I smell it too. That welder got hot. Son of a biscuit. Alright, so I got the side done. I had to actually change the wire out to 0.35 because for some reason the 3 just kept screwing up. It kept getting jammed, the welder. So that's why I put out to 0.35. As you can see, I mean, you see some imperfections in it, but I still got to grind the insides, put some close color matching paint on it. I'm gonna grind this back down too. Whenever I go do all the body work, everything needs grinded down. Did the same on this side here. So I know it's kind of tight on this side because of the shelving and everything. As you can see, that side there, I put the color matching paint on it too. But yeah, it ain't very hard to do it. You just have to keep at it to stay with it. I mean, it ain't bad. I'm not gonna touch it because it's wet, but I mean, there used to be a hole there. I mean, that ain't bad. So I did the inside too with some seam seal. This side's already been grinded down. I mean, from here back, it looks brand new. So I mean, you can do all this stuff yourself and accomplish some good stuff. But that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. I want to try to make my videos a little shorter. I know an hour and 40 minutes on the last video is long, and I do the same thing when I watch everybody else's videos. When it gets that long, it's like, man, then you got commercials on theirs. I don't have commercials on mine. So that's gonna be it for the C10 for this episode. I mean, I got stuff everywhere, but we're gonna get back on it probably in a few days or so. I just want to get this video out so we can keep content coming and everything like that. I got stuff all over the lens. Sorry, folks. Just get content coming. Now, for y'all who were kind of like watching me as I was walking through the yard, all that, I'm sure y'all saw that there. That's going to be the next one. It's the newest edition. It's a 94 extended cab long bed. It's got the 6.5 Duramax in it. Bought it from old boy. He was a farmer. Good truck. It's definitely got some things that need to be taken care of. It's definitely getting painted, like this little door buzzer. Key's not even in it, but he used it every day, and he was pulling hay, tractors, all kind of stuff. This thing. My first diesel I've owned, so I really don't know much about these Duramaxes and stuff like that. We're gonna kind of learn together. He put a fuel filter up here. All this stuff you see that looks like grime, he said the fuel filter may be bad in it, and he opened up the cap to bleed it, and it blew fuel everywhere. There's like some pieces I want to change, like this hose here. I want to change that out. I'm probably gonna change these fuel lines out. They look kind of small. I really don't know what the hell this does, but I guess it's like a drain or something right here. But I'm gonna change that fuel filter out. Air filter is gonna get changed out because that thing is just filthy. He put a new cooling system in it. It's got an upgraded turbo in it. It had the vacuum pump delete on it, which is awesome because those things suck really bad on these engines. He moved the fuel pump thing under the sensor for the fuel injectors and all that. It's actually been relocated for me already. So there's a small oil leak somewhere on one of these lines. I cleaned it off, so it looks really good right now. It was all black from all the oil. But the one thing I want to tackle, we'll probably start it tomorrow, depending if my buddy comes here, he wants to detail his truck. But is all this wires. The wiring is horrendous. As you can see, they got this, whatever this cobbled stuff here is, and this ground needs to be changed. It's like flaked off right there, which looks like it's bolted to the power steering pump. That positive wire comes all the way across, loops around, gets right here so we can get in the belt, which is awesome. This thing is hanging on by a thread. I have no idea where this is going. It's going under the truck. That's getting changed. This is getting changed. Whatever that is. Yeah, that goes to the other side, the positive side. The negative wire is okay. This is actually a good negative wire, so I want to keep that one. Everything else needs to be changed. That negative wire is the only good wire on the battery that's staying. But look at all this. This is amazing. what electrician worked on this truck? Look at it. It's all the way back there too. I don't know what they tried to splice. I have no idea. But we're gonna fix it. So it's probably gonna be a wiring Fiesta for this truck. Let's see if she's gonna crank. She has, I think the wiring for that, the batteries and all that stuff is messing with it, and plus maybe that dirty fuel filter. But let's see if she wants to crank. She gives me trouble every once in a while. She's gonna crank. AC was on, and he saw how, like, it was like trying to start, but it was like it wasn't really getting it. I turned it off and it cranked up. And last time when you heard it crank, I turned the AC off. So I'm thinking that wiring is bad. It's not getting enough flow to where it's gonna start this engine. But once it starts, man, it runs like a bat out of hell. Like I said, it's gonna be a new daily. Trying to decide what I want to do with it. See, it's still got all the old enemies of the 94s. I have no idea what this switch is for. What is that for? Is that for the cab light? I don't know. It's for something. It's got a little truck with a guy in the back of it. You know, if anybody knows what that is, let me know. It is filthy in here, which is all. This has a cabin chair. That's cool. But it's filthy in here. This stuff needs to be detailed and clean on the inside. He actually had I got the extra pulleys, another fuel pump. He actually had another radio, factory radio. And yeah, radio. I guess that's the brain for the radio for the truck. It's gonna get an upgraded radio, Bluetooth. I'm gonna put a plate here, delete that radio there, put me a dash radio, or just build me a console down here. I just put me a touchscreen radio. Like I said, it runs good. It's got good oil pressure, 40 pounds right now. Battery's charging. It's showing 227,958 on the odometer. It's got power windows, power locks. Power steering works, cruise control works. Got no domage. But let's see if she'll crank back up. Get away from glow plugs, light to go off. Can't beat that. Yeah, baby. That is getting disconnected. So anyway, like I said, this is probably gonna be the next video. It's gonna be this truck here. I was doing some wiring and fixing a few things, like the balance is kind of loose because when he put that piece on there, he took it down. I'm gonna try to see if I can knock this dent out eventually when I take this bumper off. But we're gonna do a full paint job on it. I know a lot of people are gonna hate it. I really would like to lower this thing. Maybe like 3 inches in the front, 5 inches in the back. Try to get a good stance, low down. I'm not gonna pull anything with it. It's just gonna be a shop truck. I'm throwing sheet metal in the back, engine parts, stuff like that. So it's gonna be a good go around the town truck. I'm gonna get another hood for it. But other than that, everything else is good on it. I mean, really ain't no dents. I mean, it's kind of wavy down the side and everything like that. But other than that, it's a good truck. I washed it the other day. It was bad, really bad. But yeah, it's an 8-foot bed, Detroit diesel engines. Bed's not really right away. He cut a hole in the middle for that 5th wheel, but I ain't worried about that. So that being said, we're gonna wrap this episode up of What Now Garage. I can't wait to make some more content for y'all. Hopefully y'all continue to watch the videos. And is there anything else y'all want me to see me do or attempt, don't be afraid to comment on the videos. You know, like the welding and all stuff like that. You know, like I said, I'm not a Class A welder, but I'm not top of the line. But I do what I do, and it works. Like I said, it's gonna get body filled. Well, not body filled, but we'll do some body work on it to where it's gonna be nice and smooth. But like I said, I got something very special in mind for this truck, and when it's finished, when this video is finished, the unveiling of it is gonna be very special to me and everybody else. So that being said, it's gonna be it for this episode of What Not Garage. Like I said, next one we'll be working on the old diesel, weather permits, tomorrow. But yeah, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.